Hello guys, welcome back to Emperor Showdown Invitational Pro Scrims. So I'm Moon Saints Gaming right here. I'm joined by Simone who's doing the stream. So there might be a little bit of a background music that's coming in that's like kind of a chime or a jingle. So bear with that. Consider that as an Emperor Showdown's Christmas special. So as you can see, the members of the participants of various clans and teams and squads have actually organized their way into the lobby. And within a few seconds, the game will actually start. So let's see from which place to where the flight path is going to go and which all teams are going to engage in their initial fights and are going to gain their dominance in the battlefield. So let's see. The game will start within just 1 or 2 seconds. I hope the background music that's from my laptop right here, it's not disturbing you. If there's some kind of a disturbance, please do notify and we can do the appropriate for that. So as you can see, within a few seconds the game is going to start. So we have all the members organized here. Oh, actually today's a full squad wing today. As you can see, it's 80 out of 80. I'm so happy to see that. It's the first time that 80 out of 80 players have actually organized in the lobby. So I'm expecting a lot of good fights today. So let's see. 1 minute. Yeah. Why there's not an Aklan guy? I don't know, but it might be due to a new team or a new organizer kind of a thing going on. But let's see. I hope the game starts within a few seconds. The room management is still organizing the final touch-ups, and they are organizing the squads and members and getting rid of people who have unknowingly got into the lobby or by mistake got into the lobby. So let's see. I hope the game starts as soon as possible. Every player is organized. We are 79 out of 80. And there guys have it. The game has actually started. And we have 51 seconds to start the fight. There are members that are organized in the Fair region. There are members in the Standoff region as well as members in Estate as well as in Sakura. So at 4 locations, we have the players organized. And the speciality of this map is that we can see a platform right next to overground. So let's hope that there will be a decent amount of fight going on at the platform, because that's the speciality of Isolated, because the platform is considered a place where teams can showcase their dominance and show that they are having the upper hand in the battlefield. So let's see which all teams are going to organize their fight in a manner which they can ensure the survivability of the team as well as ensuring the victory for them as well. And they guys have it. The countdown has started. We have 3 more seconds to start the game, and here we go. The flight path is actually from someone around Pia region to Sakura. So that's actually in kind of a halfway across the map. So it will allow players to deploy into both the half of the map, and it will allow players to be more organized in their gameplay as well. And some of the teams have already departed from the flight and making their way towards downtown Pia as well as Newtown. And I'm not guessing that people are going towards Estate, but let's see. There may be teams also getting out at Dock as well. One team is in Dock. Another team is also making their way towards. They're not going to Dock, so yeah. As of now, I cannot see more than 2 teams in an area. But as in the case of Estate, I can see 2 teams. But Estate is such a large location, so it's much difficult for an intense gameplay to be distributed right there. But let's see what kind of strategy the members are gonna take. So I'm expecting the initial fight to take place at none other than Estate. And they just have a Luna YT from END takes down one of the players. That's Erwin, and Lala 078 takes down Abby9 END, and the first one has been confirmed. Open performance of the teams as well. And BJP Sensu takes down LOB and Excel, and BJP Vagabond jumps into action, taking down LOB. Flame of PNP is also taken down from the part of Sensu. So BJP is on the fire today. They have taken down 3 members of LOB. So for the case of LOB, I'm expecting them to have only 1 more member left, and the kill of LOB-B has been confirmed. So the last member of LOB will be finding it difficult to survive. And Aceless jumps back to taking down Insane, and Aceless was taken down by UNK Boss, and Dragon 786 takes down Game and Arjuna. And CBD Houdini takes down LOB Kane, Whitey, the last member of LOB, and Dragon 676 takes down one of the members of Gain. So we have 69 members standing live in the out of the 77. There's a lot of good fights from today, and they just have the Luna Whitey from ENT snipes down BNB and Pegasus, and Darkseid OP takes down Aman, ENT, and IQ God was taken out by Mad Fallen. Sida on Chill from IQ, Jefferson actually taking down Game, Mad Fallen. Luna Whitey from ENT takes down Darkseid OP, and Game Magic was taken down by Steve, and the skill is confirmed. So I'm guessing Game also one of their members left as Game Mad Fallen. So Game Mad Fallen and Wait for a Jam was taken out by Steve, and you guys have it. Game is white, and the dominant team, the opponents have shown how good the gameplay is and how dominant they want to survive in this battlefield. And there is have it. Luna Whitey and he takes down BYN and Pegasus, and his skills are confirmed. They're waiting for the last member, that's RD9 END, to be prepped up and back in the revival flight. They have actually landed in the platform, and as I told earlier, platform is a place where you showcase your dominance. And ENT was able to confirm their dominance in the battlefield by surviving and taking down their opponents with ease in the platform. So let's see at which of places the next fight is going to take. The remaining teams are from the teams of CG, XOTIC, that is XOTIC AZ, and Asmodos and Team, and Useless and Team Z. And one of the teams have landed in the platform, and La 078 was taken out by RD9 END using his pistol. So RD9 END just came back from revival flight, and he was able to take down the members with ease. GG's to RD9 ENT for such an OP performance. He is such a versatile player. He just came back with the revival flight, and he was able to take down one of the players just using his pistol. So that requires a lot of gameplay strategy as well as an intense outlook for the game. And Mandraji jumps into action, taking out Ace and Mandraj of Team ENT. Yesterday it was actually Team Z and Ace, but today it's more of ENT versus Ace Sealants. So Ace Sealants is down, and they are quite near to 221 Libra, 221B Libra. So 221B Libra is actually one of the players that are in ENT, and I'm guessing that, I don't know whether it is a wrong entry or something, but 221B is actually 221 Bravos, and they're one of the most qualified teams that I have seen. And they get Pablo takes one of the players, Pablo Samosabar was taken down by Ace Animon using his vehicle. And UNK also jumps back to CHAPPRI AFK, takes down Omega 69, and Asperos takes down CHAPPRI AFK. Vicky Esports is also in fight today. CHAPPRI AFK, I'm guessing he's from Vicky Esports. No, he's from TR. CHAPPRI AFK is from TR. And you can have Asperos confirms the kill of CHAPPRI AFK. So 2 more players left in the case of TR. That's TR Inertia and TR Smith. TR Smith takes down Krish. Krish is down and destined. His kill is confirmed. TR Smith is quite near to cracked, and the team members Asperos. So I'm guessing that TR Inertia is going to engage against the players, and TR Smith got knocked from the part of cracked. And Asperos and cracked might pursue TR Inertia right now. They are in the standoff region. He's putting a TR Inertia. He's putting as much as smoke he can, not get his way out of that area. He's the only surviving player of TR, and it will be much. He's not taking the risk of taking a fight right now, because survivability is important rather than a wrong decision. So he took the smart move of actually surviving and then coming back for the attacks of his friends. So let's see what kind of a strategy are they going to improve. are going to take in order to ensure the survival of their team. As you can see, Dragon 6786 has also got into a fight with END, and now then END takes down IQ God as well as Dragon 6786. Steve is actually engaging together with END, and Amani END comes and takes down Steve, and Sida on Chill is also taken down, and that team is wiped. END, from their dominance in platform, they have come to overground, and they have shown that their team can dominate multiple places. GG's to Team ENT. As you can see, majority of the teams are pushing more further inline. I'm guessing they want to move towards the zone rather than stay here and pick up initial fights, pick up more brutal fights with our opponents. It's better that you push to the zone and then get in a fight, and they just have it. Not more from Team Z takes down AZ. OP performance, and Nefex was also taken out from the part of Manraj. ENT. And the team of ENT is actually engaging as much as possible. And not Momo said is taken down by Ruku from Team XPELL. The team of Tuku consists of 3 more players left. The Kalnaeg, Ruku, and Dominator. They are pushing towards the teams of Team Z. And Ruku is pretty much shot right there. And there you guys have it. Kalnaeg is landing as much as shots upon user Z. But he's getting shot back. High bomb in the same way takes down the Chibish. That's a simultaneous fight that's going on. Ruku confirms the kill of not Momo saying BGP takes on high bomb, and so it's like a 1v1 execution right there. They have 3-1-3 versus 3-1-3 players left to survive, and Kevin is down. Reaper takes on BGP Sheldon, and CBD Nirvana in the other hand takes on Espen, and DY and Pegasus was taken out by the part of CBD Houdini, and Hive Reaper takes on BGP Vagabond, and BGP Shenshu, the last player of BGP, is also taken out by the Hive Reaper. Pablo Sambar takes on Luna White ENT, and Adina ENT takes down Pablo Sambar, and Mantraj ENT takes down Luna Whitey from ENT. So it's like ENT was the ENT right for you guys. Omega 69 takes down Tia Inertia. And the team of Dominator X17 and team are pushing further inland to engage against the team Z. Ruku is taking as much as fight as again. Mantraj from ENT takes down CG God King. It's like a CG fight going on. So ENT was ENT and also CG right there for you guys. And for the case of Ruku team, they're pushing right further inland to engage against Team Z. But the shots are being flung right here. Both these teams are taking their toll. Both these teams are taking their time to engage. So let's see what kind of a strategy they are going to implement in order to ensure their survival. And you guys have an idea what it takes to come by ENT. And Gritty ENT was taken down. And Useless and Gems are actually taken down. But two of the players, Alnaeg and Dominator X17, the only surviving player is Ruku. So let's see what kind of strategy Ruku is going to implement. He's getting shotgun from all directions. And you can have it. The fight have taken a toll, and Ruku is down. But in the meantime, he was able to bring back one of his teammates. That was pure coincidence. He's to that. So the team of Team X was not wiped. LST giving a Jensen action taking down Darkseid B, and LST action as well as LST's Johannen was taken off from the part of Darkseid. I'm guessing that LST just got wiped because LST they were engaging a lot of fights, and the last member was also taken down. So we have 3 members lasting and surviving in the stringent zone. So let's see what kind of strategy these members are going to take to push forward. So as you can see, for the team of DYN, there's only one more player left, that's Lala 078, but he'll be able to bring back the tag of his teammates. And Asperos on the other hand takes off the Smith 69. So OP performance on the part of Asperos and team. But CBD Houdini is also trying to engage. He's actually trying to snipe his way towards NXG. So it's like a sniper battle taking on between CBD Houdini and as well as NXG. CBD Houdini was able to land a few shots across it, and the team members of NXG. For the case of Hacker, the last member of Team XPELL, he just went near Team Z, and Hacker Boy was able to take him down, and the team member XPELL is down. CBD Harbor takes down La 078, and that team is also wiped. For the case of NXG, they are waiting for the time to engage in CBD. One of the teammates are down. They're putting up smokes as they can. The case of CBD, they are full in action. One of their members are active and going. Cracked another hand, comes to action, jump sniping down XOML from ARZ, and OP performs the part of Cracked team. For the case of XO ARZ, they still have 3 of the members left. For the case of NXG Ultron YT, he's getting sniped from the 2 directions from the part of CBD and his teammates. So let's see what kind of strategy NXG is going to take for a counter strike against Team CBD. As the case, Similos jumps into action, taking down XOTIC FaZe. XOTIC Ultron is also taken down, leaving only 1 more player left for the case of XOTIC. That's XOTIC, Cyrus, and Emil. Oh, Emil has been picked up. So 2 players left to the case of XOTIC, ARZ. But I'm not expecting them to push at this instance as the 2 of the teammates are down, and Emil Ayas, one of the members, Emil Ayas, joined back in their fight towards Astros and team. What I said, takes one of the players that here initially taken by OGPH. Agaboy takes on Cracked, and then BND is taken by Hive Reaper, and then END takes on Hive Reaper, and Amani takes on Hive Kitten, leaving only 1 more player left to the part of Hive. Hive is in power today, and Adida END jumps back to take it out Ace Viper, and the kills are confirmed. Tush and Dave are taken down from the part of Adida END and Hackerboy Z, and then END just got knocked out. Hackerboy Z takes on Fresh. OP performance on the part of Team Z. So we have 30 players remaining in the battle zone. Let's see which team is going to engage to the middle end and show that mercy, show that merciless type of total in this battle play with which they're going to ensure the victory for the team. The Call of Duty is all about strategy as well as bullet flying across, because the match many the more the accuracy, the more the firepower you have, the more there's a chance for you to win. So let's see. As the case of XO MLA said, they are going straight towards Team Z. So I'm expecting them to be engaged on the part of Team Z right there. And that is right. User Z engages towards XO MLA and he is down. As well as the case of Cyrus. Cyrus also was knocked down. But this is what we call timing. In the meantime, XOTIC Ultron and FaZe was able to return back to the zone. I'm not guessing them to land right next to the tags of their members. And Luna YT takes down the CBD Houdini using his sniper. But CBD is more of an organized team. I'm hoping that CBD Houdini will be picked up from his teammates. But OGB's Rudra takes down Brother Mixon, and Hackerboy said snipes on OGB. It's Texty. So both these teams have lost one of their players. So we have 35 members remaining in the battlefield. So let's see. As for the case of Nefex and team, they have actually pushed towards XOTIC Ultron. They have put up that battle of barricades, and they just have it. UNK Sneaky takes down XOTIC Ultron, and next is sent by snipes down a Hive Kepiv. And for the case of END, they are pushing further inland, and OGB Rudra takes down Pradam Z. And for the case of Team ENT, they are trying to engage towards a Hive as well as NXG. And Luna by from ENT on OG Rudra, and OG Bitch just got knocked out of the zone. Then ENT takes down XOTIC FaZe. So I'm guessing that XOTIC is wiped. Then also takes on Hackerboy Z. Hive Mom takes on CG Trosser. CHAPPRI FK was taken out from the case of Adin and ET. And Dino YT takes down Hive Chandu. CG Trosser takes down Hive Reaper. So Hive is also facing a lot of firepower today. They have been actually 3 phases right here because they have a pressure from the part of ENT as well as CHAPPRI and Team SCR. So they'll have to be a bit careful in their mission for survival. But unfortunately, I'm guessing they were not able to do this because their team has got wiped from the part of SCR. So let's see that they'll be able to bring back their action in the next game. And then actually by snipes are not more said. Luna White in the snipes will keep pausing, same taken by Aldina Whitey. But CPD Houdini jumps into action, taking down Luna Whitey from END. And now DND was also taken down with the front of CPD Houdini. CG God King takes on the players, and the kills are being confirmed. END has only 2 more players left. That's Web END as well as Luna Whitey END and RD9 END. And she sent by snipes down Krish. And I'm guessing that Krish was only last player surviving from the team. And he is down. So we have 16 more members left active in the zone. So let's see which of members are going to survive. For the case of EAD, Spain got straight towards a CG. So I'm expecting a full team of CG to engage towards them. But T.R. Smith takes down NXT Hyza Whitey, and he's down. Let's see whether he'll be able to confirm that kills. NXT will have to push back to ensure that they get out of this the situation right there for you guys. As for the case of CG, they are trying to engage towards both these teams of others, members of Netflix CBD as well as ED. So let's see. CD is actually firing in multiple directions to see that they get their share of kills. CD Intensify just gets knocked down, and CG Intensify was taken out of part of Adilani and D. CVD Urban takes out TR Smith 69. Nefex is getting shot from the part of Web ENT. Let's see. And the guys have it. It's Web ENT versus Nefex, and Nefex is taken down for the part of Web ENT. So we have 12 members surviving the final zone, 3 members from CG, 1 from TR, 4 from CBD, 1 from NXG, and 3 from END. So let's see. As for the case of Aldina Whitey and CG, is ENT versus CG or CG versus ENT. That fight has been going on for a pretty long time, and both these players have lost one of their players as well. CG does not have CG Intensify anymore, and for the case of END, they have lost Amar from END in the fight with CBD earlier. And then actually sent by snipes down CBD Houdini, and he's knocked down. Let's see whether they will be able to come back in this fight against NXG. So CG Jossa and team are actually got in the vehicle. They're getting pretty much shot from the part of Web END as TR Inertia takes turn NXT Senpai. So I'm guessing that NXT just got wiped. Luna White from END takes out CG Johnson, and Luna White is also taken out. And CG's wiped. CG Courtney was the last player remaining, and on the 9 and 10 as END takes down CG. And so we have 8 more players remaining in the zone. That is 4 from CBD, 1 from TR, and 3 from END. As for the case of END, END has upper swing here because they have the mountain range. For the case of TR, Inertia and team, he has to make his way towards his zone. He is actually the only person remaining from the part of TR. But for the case of ENT, they will not be able to engage with the TR Inertia right now because they're getting a huge number of firepower from the part of CBD. But on the ENT, due to that time to take down TR Inertia. So there we guys have it. It's a 4v3 situation where CBD engages against TR ENT. I'm guessing that the team of END is popping as much as smoke, and inside them, they are popping as much as traps as they can. They want to get their teams inside the trap, but the CB will want to take some Web END. And Luna White END, and the END is left to play as there is from the part of CG. The CG up and versus END. And Houdini takes down RT9, but CB Nirvana was takes down by Luna White, but CB Houdini jumps into action, taking down Luna White from ENT. And there you guys have it. CBD is the winner of Game 1 of Emperor Showdown Asian Invitational Pro Scrims. CBD showed a quite bit of a good performance to the start of the Scrims, but they had a falling out later on. They were consistent, but they were not able to achieve that first position. But as you can now see, CBD is back in action. They have proven that their team is the best. And they just have it in the MVP position. We have CBD Houdini with 6 kills. Second position, we have CBD Nirvana with 2 kills. Third, we have CBD Urban with 2. And fourth, we have CBD Death Touch with 1 kill. GG's to Team CBD. The second position, we have RD9 from END with 14 kills. Jesus, 14 kills. Repeat the name, RD9 from END. One more time, RD9 from END with 14 kills. GG's, bro. Then we have Luna White from END with 5 kills, Web with 3, Aman with 2 kills. In third position, we have TR Inertia with 2 kills, TR69 with 3 kills, CHAPPRI FK with 1, and LST Lock Whitey with 0. In the fourth position, we have CG God King with 1, Aldino Whitey with 4, CG Rossa with 2, CG Intensive with 1. Fifth position, we have NFC Hydra Whitey with 0, Ultron Whitey with 0, and Senpai with 3. Sixth position, we have Insane, UNK Boss with 1, Sneaky with 1, and FX with 0, and Insane with 0. Seventh position, we have Krish with 0, Crack with 2, Omega 69 with 2, and Asnos with 5. Eighth position, we have Team Z, Useless with 5, Hackerboy with 5, Don Momo with 1, Brother with 1. Ninth position, we have Hyde Kevin with 0, Hyde Reaper with 4, Hyde Mom with 1, Hyde Chandu with 0. 10th position, we have XOTIC Ultron with 0, Emily Has with 2, Excited with 2, Simon with 0, and Face with 0. 11th position, we have OG with Bloom with 0, Texi with 0, Thor with 1, and Rudra with 2. 12th position, we have East Animal with 1, Viper with 0, Dave with 0, and A Zealous with 1. 13th position, we have Darkseid OP with 2, DYN Pegasus with 0, Erwin with 0, and Lala 078 with 1. 14th position, Carl 0, Ruku 1, Z 0, and Dominitex 17 0. 15th position, Lexi, Idea with 1, Achan 0, Yohani with 0, and Pablo Samo Sabah with 1. 16th position, we have Manraj END with 4, Red with 0, Libra 221B with 0, Karma with 0. 17th position, BJP Sheldon with 1, Cheshire with 2, Vagabond with 1, and Shadow with 0. 18th position, IQ God with 0, Steve with 2, Dragon 6786 with 1, and Zero Chill with 1. 19th position, Gain, Matt for 0, Inject with 0, Matt for a Jam with 0, and Matt Adina with 0. 20th position, we have LOB B with 0, Next with 0, Kane YT with 0, and Flame OP with 0. GG's to team of CBD for getting the first position in game 1. So that wraps game 1 for us. So within a few minutes, game 2 is going to initiate. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere, have a coffee and get back, because this is where you will feel intense Call of Duty warfare. So we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Hello, guys. Welcome back to Game 2 of Emperor Showdown Asian Invitational Pro Scrims. I'm your own Saints Gaming right here. I'm joined by Simone. So the first game, CBD was able to gain the dominance and make the team the victors of Game 1. I think it's happened. The Game 2 have actually started. Let's see which all teams are gonna engage today. Which team is gonna ensure their first position in game number 2 of Emperor Showdown right here for you guys. As you can see, the team of Purs, the people are actually focused on the areas of the steel pipeline as well as the nuclear plant and Sakura. So let's see from which place to where the fight for is going to go and which teams are going to engage, because all these teams are quite qualified and they actually are very much devoted towards their strategy or gameplay they are actually organized in this game. So let's see what kind of a strategy, what excitements are there that we are going to behold in this battlefield, in this gameplay of Emperor Showdown. So with 10 seconds to start the game, let's start the excitement, let's start the intense gameplay, let's start the brutality, let's start the gameplay which provides you with excitement as well as intense outlook. So as you can see, the game, the flight has actually started. It's quite near to New Countdown and towards India. So deployed towards dormitories, Keytown and Fujit Wetland may be a task for the players. But let's see, because Emperor Showdown is full of surprises. So let's see what surprises these teams have kept for us. As you see, some of the teams have already gotten out and they are moving towards Countdown, Sakura, and many of the leads of Overground, etc. I'm guessing there will be two teams in the region of Sakura, but let's see. No, one of the teams is going to Heat. As of now, I'm feeling like the two teams in Clash and two teams in Practice range. So let's go to Clash. Clash G1. So I'm guessing that is Team Z. Yes, that is Team Z. And nearby to them, none other than Ace. So yes, like yesterday, Ace as well as Team Z have decided to clash again. So it's like they want to prove which team is more dominant. It's like Ace versus Team Z right here for you guys, and Team Z versus Ace for you guys. So let's see what strategy they're gonna take. Ace drops the first shot upon Hacker Boy Z. And they guys have it. Hacker Boy said uses X1 to take down Ace Stealer. And Hacker Boy said confirms the kill of Ace Stealer. For the case of Steve, he's moving towards Brother from Team Z, but he actually moves away from that region. But he's knocked down for the part of Brother said. Ace Viper takes a Usurus and Brother takes a Steve as well as Dave. So I'm guessing that Ace Viper is the only person standing live in the gameplay. He was able to take down not Momo said, but he was taken down from the part of Team Z. So there you guys have it. Team Z dominates Crash once more. And Gain, there you guys have it. Gain has jumped in action, taking out low B. Let's sell. So it's like Gain versus low B. And Lobby B is taken down. Kate is taken down, leaving only one more player left from the part of Lobby. That's a Lobby Flame. Let's see what kind of strategy Lobby Flame is going to take. He's actually moving more further to the top side. I guess he does not want to get engaged right now. CBD Houdini, on the other hand, takes down BGP Shenshu. So it's like CBD versus BJP. For the case of LOB, Flame OPs actually have actually moved out from that region. CBD Urban takes on BGP Shelled and uses Echo. So they have moved on to a more of a shorter or a short range combat for you guys. Let's go to CBD. CBD Houdini is firing as much as sniper shots as he can towards BGP Killer as well as Shenshu right here for you guys. Shenshu is up and running. BGP Houdini lost pretty much of his health, and BGP Killer is taken out to the part of CBD Houdini. He uses Ninja to gain that was a good strategy from his part. He uses Ninja to gather some height, then jump down upon the player, and it's BGP still players left in action. So I'm expecting that BGP is left with BGP. Vagabond is down, so two more players left. Killer is also knocked down. So it's the player that's left in action, see BGP Shenshu. So let's see what kind of strategy Shenshu is going to take. He has taken up his sniper, but he misses Vinto where he tried to snipe CBD. But CBD Houdini spots BGP Shenshu. He gets some shots laid upon him. Shenshu is trying to go for the vehicle of the ORV, and I'm guessing that he wants to get out of there as soon as possible. He's putting his vehicle in reverse, and they just have it. Shenshu has actually taken his fight elsewhere. He has actually got out of that situation. I'm guessing that he'll be back for the attacks of his friends. So let's see. So there's not much of fights going on right now. There's more quiet. I don't know why, because usually teams engage in a lot in a more of a frequent basis. But now it's gone dark. It's gone a little bit quiet. So I believe that getting quiet is not the simple of retreat. So something big, something more exciting is actually waiting. So let's see what that excitement is gonna be. In case of BGP Shenshu, he is quite near to the members of CBD. He's the only member last part of CBD. And you guys have it. And CBD are takes on BGP Shenshu. And BGP is white. As for the case of EG Adabov nades down of the members of K. K-Man for Jan is down. Man Ajina is also down by the nade. In the case of Gay, they are facing an issue right now, man. Leon takes on EG, one of the players of EG. Johnny takes on Carl Naik. Sidon Chill was taken down from the part of OGBH Bloon. Johnny takes down Ruku. And EG Anabo takes down the kills of Garrett. Gain man Ajina is confirmed. Johnny's kill confirms kill of Ruku as well. Asmonos takes down Dominator X17. There's a lot of Echo users now because I'm guessing that this season actually OPTIC. Well, let's see. Ivory Reaper takes on Aman END and SBW Dante was taken on by the part of CG Drosser. And Adi ED takes on Hive Chandu. Easy Anima was taken down from the part of CG Intensify. Ivory Reaper takes down Luna YTND and Yasmin Cincinnati was taken out of the part of Krish. NXT Senpai takes on Pablo Saban. Griddy takes on Extreme. So now this is what I call fights have become more frequent. I don't know why they became quite dark earlier. But now the fights are actually picked up. CHAPPRI takes one of the fighters that side. IVP takes one of the fighters. John takes Tier in Asia. And then Manraji takes on Speed inside. And Hive takes on the 90 Japan takes on CG Notify, Japan was taken on CG Bossa, Mandrachi and takes on effects from UNK, and UNK Sneaky was taken out for Karma END. And UNK is wiped. For the case of Gay, they still have two members active in the squad, so let's see. As for the case of END, they are as frequent and consistent as before, and as always, they are picking up a lot of fights. So let's see. Johnny takes on in CHAPPRI AFK, and the guys have a TR. Team TR is wiped from the part Johnny team. For the case of Not Momo Z, Team Z takes on Aldino YT, and XOTIC Phase using his SMR takes down OGBH Thor, and his kill is confirmed. And they just have it. His OGBH was XOTIC Phase. Exotic and team, Exotic and Acid versus OGBH. So for the case of OGBH, they still have three more members left in action. OGB's Sexy is trying to land as much as shots against Exotic as that, but let's see whether they'll be able to success in that. OGPH Blue takes down Exotic Same using cluster nade. OGPH Rudra takes down Exotic ML ARZ. And for the case of Exotic ARZ, they still only have two more members active. That is Exotic Zyrus as well as Exotic Space. But both of these members, they are not nearby Exotic Emil as well as Exotic Saint. So let's see. But they were able to pick up the tags they were near. I'm sorry, they were near towards them. They were able to pick up the tags of Exotic Emil as well as Exotic Saint. But OGPH is pushing towards Face as well. And Cyrus. As you can see behind the vehicle, there's Exotic Rudra waiting for the kill. He's actually spotted Exotic Cyrus here. He may pop a nade right now. Let's see. And that is right. He pops a nade right towards Exotic Cyrus. He pops a cluster nade. But Great END takes down CBD Houdini and CBD Arbit takes down Carmen END. CBD Arbit was taken out of the part of Vantraj END. And Great END takes down CBD Nirvana. CBD Nirvana's skill is confirmed. CBD Death Crush is also taken off part of Great END. So I'm guessing CBD is wiped. Yes, CBD is taken down. We have 41 members lasting from the total of 78. CG God King is knocked out outside. And there you guys have it. The members of Exotic jumps into action right towards OGPH. OGP's Rudra is being shot from the part of Exotic Zionist. But it's not advisable for them to go for a 2v4 spree right there. So let's see. As for the case of OGP, and they're not letting go of Exotic right now. They want to pick down their targets as fast as possible. And Cyrus gets shot pretty much of times. His armor is quite broken. They are trying to flank the team of Exotic. Two members are trying to flank in the team of Exotic Cyrus as well as Space. And let's see, Johan takes an defense by Rudra White is right awaiting the kill. Cyrus Gill gets knocked out in the zone. And yes, Exotic Cyrus gets knocked out in the zone. CG God King also gets knocked out. His skills are being confirmed. OGB Sexy takes down Exotic Cyrus, leaving only one more player left active from the part of Exotic. That's Exotic Face. But OGB jumps into the vehicle. I'm guessing they want to go back to the zone. So let's see. Face was able to pick up the tags of Exotic Cyrus, but let's see whether Face will be able to get to the zone, because the zone is taking a lot of damage on him, and it's quite far away. He'll have to make it through OGPH to get to the zone. CG Intensify gets knocked down, as well as CG God King. I don't know what is happening with CG today. They are not performing as the team they are. They are very consistent. They are getting a little bit of a drawback today. They're one of my favorite teams actually, because I really like the way CG draws and CG Intensify plays. Both these players are talented, and Altio YT and CG God King, they support these players. They actually consistently make sure that their top players are being pushed forward. For the case of CG Intensify, the team is trying to pick him up as much as possible. But CG God King's kill is he has to be revived. For the case of CG Altino YT and CG Dross is pushing more further inland to pick up CG Intensify. But there's any team waiting right there for him. User said takes down LST Ria, and LST Ria's skill is confirmed. Johan Achen has also taken down. I'm guessing that LST has only one more player left in action. That will be LST Keep Drake. LST Keep Drake tries to land a pretty much shot on the team said, but not almost that takes down LST Keep Drake, and LST is wiped. Johnny takes down User said from the team of Team said. So there is Johnny right there for you guys. OGB takes down Exotic Cyrus, who just came back from the revival flight. So it's like OGB is very consistent taking out Exotic today. So let's see. Mandraji and he takes on Pablo Samoba. So I'm guessing that team was got wiped. Pablo Samoba was able to take the tag of Sida on Chill. He picked up a very big risk to take up the tags, but he was not able to survive as he went straight towards the one of the enemy opponents. So as you can see, there's Asperos and team. Wasn't that CG Intensify right next to Asperos and team? Yes, it says CG versus the team of Asperos. But for the case, with OP takes one of the players, OGB Slow takes on HIVE Chandu. So let's see. It's actually CG versus the team of Asperos. HIVE takes down OGB's Blue using his Fennec. So it's like both these players have lost one of their players. Both these teams have lost one of their players. So as you can see, Mandraji and takes on XOTIC same. So for the case of XOTIC, they still have 3 more players left in action. That's the FAs, Saint, and Cyrus. But for the case of Saint, he's down. And HIVE was taken over the part of Dark Side OP. And Pradham MZ was taken down from the part of Kane. And Johnny takes over of the players as well. Darkseid OP snipes down HIVE Reaper. An exotic phase was taken down as well he was actually knocked out. We have 24 players left in action on this battlefield. Darkseid OP is trying to snipe his way out of the zone, but he's finding it difficult to land a perfect shot upon his opponents. As you can see, this team's dead and KG towards Gain. And when Karma ENT takes on XOTIC, everybody has said, and his skills just being confirmed. So it's like team said versus Gain, I think, guys. XOTIC plays, OGB Store takes one of the players. Gain, Matt Leon, and Matt for a jam is also taken down. And I'm guessing that Gain has got wiped. I'm guessing, yeah, Gain. No, Gain is not wiped. They have still one more player left. That's Gain, Matt Fallen. He is outside the zone. He will have to get to more. He'll have to get more for the inland. And they guys have it. Pradham said he takes down Pradham said, but Asperos takes down Gain Matt Fallen. So I'm guessing that Team Said is also taken down. Yes, Team Said is also got wiped. But for the case, the ENT is in full action today. They are there, and as well as CG still has 2 more players left. As CG Intensify as well as CG God King. And for the case of XOTIC, they have Zyrus left in action. And there's Asperos on team in full swing. For the case of CG Intensify, is popping Asperos as nades and cluster nades towards the team of Krish Asperos and Johnny Darkseid OPP. So let's see. And they just have it. Karma ENT snipes down CG God King. OP performance on the part of Karma ENT. And they just have it. Darkseid OP takes on Mandraji and Daily Black 21B is also taken down. And the team of CG is wiped. Johnny takes on the Black 21B. Karma takes on Johnny and Gritty and confirms the kill of Kush. And OP performs Gritty and comes to Jackson, take it on Kush and Johnny. And the team is wiped. ENT is in full swing today. They are left with 2 more players left. As for the case of OGBs, they have 4 players left in action. That's OGBs Bloom, Tor, Rudra, and Texley. As for the case of XOTIC, they have Zyrax in action. So it's like 8 players are remaining in this, total of 78 in this last zone. And the full squad that is inactive is OGPH. So there's a high skill chance for OGPH today. But let's see, because surprises take a certain toll in this game. So let's see. And XOTIC Cyrus takes down HIVE Kevin. And the last member standing from HIVE is taken down. And XOTIC Cyrus is the person actually reigning in that area. So we have 1 player from XOTIC, that's Zyrex, 2 players from ENT, and 4 from OGPH. So it's like 7 players are remaining in the zone. For the case of XOTIC, Cyrus and team, they are engaging against Karma ENT. And they guys have it. Yes, XOTIC Cyrus was taken down from Grid ENT. So it's like 4v2 situation, 2v4 situation. That's Grid, team of 2 players from ENT and 4 from OGP. That's OGP Blue, and XT and Grid from ENT and Karma from ENT. So let's see which of these teams is going to dominate. And for the case of OGBA, they have actually spotted ENT. They exactly know where they are, but they are pushing more further inland to secure their strike as much as possible. As for the case of Karma and ENT, they have Karma has actually taken up a high spot in top of the building. I am guessing that he's gonna engage towards OGBH2 right now. And you have it. OGBH Texia team are landing as much as shots towards their enemy teams, and they both these teams have taken high ground position right for guys. I'm expecting them to pop as much as nades towards them because to flush players out from buildings, nades are the best source of resources. So let's see. One of the players are on the top side and one player is standing in the bottom. So let's see. The OGPH is taking their time to engage against grid because they don't want a stupid approach. They want to be a fully scaled, planned approach. They don't want to take any risk today. And they just have it. They are planning as much as fights as they can, planning as much as gameplay as they can. So the case of END, Grid is downstairs, and Ruptana YT was taken down from the part of Grid. Grid, OGBH Blue takes down Grid ENT, and Karma ENT was also taken down from the part of OGBH Blue. And today, the winners of game number 2 of Emperor Showdown is none other than OGBH. They were consistent, they showed strategy, they follow the protocols and how to win this game. They were very good at surviving. They did not engage in initial fights. They gathered their resources and they proved and used it for a push later on. And as you see, OGBH Blue takes the MVP push with 5 kills. OGBH Rudra follows him with 3 kills. And OGBH Thor is in 3rd position with 3 kills. And OGBH Texty is in 4th position with 1 kill. GG's to team OGBH for such an OP performance. In the 2nd position, we have ENT, Mantraj with 5 kills, Karma with 5, Libra231B with 1 kill, and Grid with 6 kills. GG's to team ENT. 3rd position, we have XOTIC Cyrus with 1, Emilyas with 0, and XOTIC Phase with 1, and XOTIC Sage with 0. 4, we have a HIVE Kevin with 2, Ball with 0, Reaper with 3, and Chanta with 0. 5th position, we have Daxon OPP with 5, Asbros with 3, Johnny with 11 kills. I repeat, Johnny with 11 kills. GG's Bro, and Krish with 2 kills. 6th position, we have Albino YT with 0 kills. CG Gorky with 0, CG Intensify with 1, and CG Dawson with 3 kills. 7th position, we have Gain, Mad F with 1 kill, Mad Follow with 2, Mad Ajana with 0, and Mad Leon with 1. 8th position, we have Team Z, User with 3, Hacker Boys with 2, Momo with 4, and Prada with 5. 9th position, we have IQ with God with 0, Zero Chill with 0, Dragon 6786 with 0, and Pablo Sabomba with 0. 10th position, we have SD, Johanan with 1, Kick Drake with 0, Acha with 0, and Yuria with 1. 11th position, we have NXT Senpai with 1, and NXT Hydra YT with 0. 10th position, we have EG Anubhav with 2, Wolf with 0, Dante with 0, and Chamancho with 1. 13th position, we have ZBD Houdini with 1, Red Crush with 0, Arbor with 3, and Nirvana with 1. 14th position, we have TR Inertia with 0, TR Smith with 69 with 0, Dude with 0, and CHAPPRI FK with 0. 15th position, we have Insane with 0, PX New Killer with 0, Defect with 0, and UNT Sneaky with 0. 16th position, we have Andy from ENT with 2, Web with 0, Aman with 0, and Luna YT with 0. 17th position, we have Roku with 0, Carl Knight with 0, Dominic X70 with 0, and Azen with 0. 18th position, we have BJP Sheldon with 0, Kayla with 0, Shenshu with 0, and Bakamon with 0. 19th position, we have Lobby Nexel with 0, B with 0, KYT with 0, and Flame OP with 0. 20th position, we have Steve with 0, Acelats with 0, and Dave with 0, and Ace Viper with 1 kill. GG's to team OGPH was secured in the 1st position. 2nd, we have END. 3rd, we have Exotic as GG's to both the three of these teams. And that brings a wrap for Game 2 of Emperor Showdown for us, guys.